Hi, my friend. Are you ready to be found online wherever your dream clients are searching? Are you looking to make your marketing make sense? Do you want to be able to confidently make decisions about your marketing so that you can stop wasting your time and money and really know what to focus on to grow your business? If so, you are in the right place, and I am so excited to have you here. Let's jump right in. Hi there. Welcome back to the podcast. Today, I wanted to talk a little bit about why investing in your SEO can pay off for your business. Why maybe continuing to try to DIY this and figure it out just based on resources like this podcast and the free trainings and stuff isn't the best solution for you if you really truly want to grow. So I talked to some of my students and clients recently and asked them why they had decided to join Simple SEO Content, and more importantly than that, what they had gotten out of it, how it had helped them to really grow their businesses. Most of them said they joined because they had kind of gotten to a point, maybe like you have, where they had learned quite a bit. They had been trying to do it on their own for a while. They were starting to see some results, but they didn't quite understand what they were seeing. And in many cases, they thought they were doing great, and then found out once they joined that they had actually made a few mistakes. They had gotten a few things wrong. They needed some more guide, leadership, mentorship, etc., to really understand exactly what they were doing. So some of them had hit that point. Another student said she realized that she probably had learned everything she could learn on her own. She was starting to get some results, but she also realized that she didn't know what she didn't know yet. Like, she knew there had to be quite a bit more, and she didn't know what it was. And so she figured she had had some results on her own. She was ready then to invest and learn and really get more results. And I can tell you, she's gotten a lot more results. She and I were talking. 5 months in, she's gotten 81 new clients from her SEO work. She's getting leads from ChatGPT and from traditional Google, Perplexity, AI overviews, etc. So what she's been doing has made a big difference for her business. She's actually made over $27,000 in those 5 months just from her new patients who came in from her SEO work. So it really can make a big difference. So then we talked a little bit about how it's helped them and why it's made a difference. And they said part of it was just having access to somebody to answer the questions saved them so much time. And they saw that as business owners, their time was worth money, and your time is worth money too. Because if you think about it, the amount of time that you're spending trying to piecemeal this and figure it out on your own versus the amount of money it costs to enroll in a program like Simple SEO Content, if you can get just a couple of clients, depending on what you do, depending on what you sell, if you can get just a handful of clients, you can probably earn the money to pay back the cost of the training fairly quickly. From there, everything else that you make is then going to be yours to keep forever because you're not having to pay for ads. So that's something I really want you to start to think about. Is it's an investment in your business, but it's not an investment that is just a sunk cost. It's an investment that when you make that investment, and then you do what you're taught, you use the accountability and the structure of the program to really help you grow and learn, you have a potential to earn back significant amounts of money many more times over than what you've had to invest. So Simple SEO Content is $14.97 for a 6-month cohort program. It's really a very minimal cost when you think about it. The students that I've talked to were okay with sharing, where they're at. One of them has made $13,500 in the first quarter. The other one we talked about had made $27,000 in 5 months, and a third has made over $150,000 from just one revenue line, and that's her one-on-one coaching in 14 months, so in just over a year. all three of them have invested to learn and really seen exponential growth. I earn thousands every month from my SEO work. And so I know that it's possible. The other thing that we talked about is just how it makes it easier for them to get the work done because they know there's this time frame. I have access to Rachel for 6 months. I have access to Rachel, we're doing the implementation. It's 12 weeks of implementation. And honestly, it's not going to take you the full 12 weeks to do the implementation. By the end of the 12-week period, you've also learned how to start batching your content. So you're ready to do that on an ongoing basis so that each month you can batch your content and stay ahead and not have to worry about it. So the actual implementation is going to take you about 8 weeks. And that's going to get you through making sure that your website is SEO friendly. So we've got everything that you need on there for Google to like you and for AI search to like you. So we're going to make sure you've got the right keywords. We're going to make sure you've written the right title tags and meta descriptions. You've got the right copy. You're using the right keywords there. I said keywords, but keywords are really important. And they're generally where you're making your mistakes when you're doing this on your own. We're going to make sure that you've got all of that. I'm going to look at it with you because that's part of the beauty of being in that program is you also have content reviews. So you have a chance for me to come look at it and give you a thumbs up or help you adjust it and say, you know what, we need to do this slightly differently in order to get better results. Then you're going to learn how to do your tracking from a metric standpoint, what matters, what you should be reporting on so that you can start to see, oh, okay. My traffic is down. My traffic is up. My leads are up. I'm getting this many leads from my SEO. I'm making this much money, and then we get to celebrate. So you go through that 12-week period where you're really working on it. You're optimizing your website. Then you're starting to create your blog posts and you're learning how to adjust them so that you're writing for both AI and Google traditional SEO, but you're more importantly writing for your ideal customer. And so there's some nuance there. So I teach you how to do that and how to, keep the search engines happy, but also write for your customer. There's a lot going on in the SEO world, more than I've seen, honestly, in about 15 years. So it's a time where if you've been trying to DIY this yourself, I really want to encourage you. Let me guide you and show you how to do this. Let me save you time. Your time is worth money. Think about how much you charge per hour, how much you make per hour. Rather than spending hours trying to figure this out on your own, come spend about an hour a week with me. Learn how to do this and get the results that you need. My students are seeing amazing results, and I would like for you to as well. And you may be feeling like, Rachel, I want to do this, but my business is not making any money right now. I would have to pay this out of pocket. And I did talk to a couple of new students who are in that exact same spot. And one of them told me what she thought you should know is that sometimes that's the perfect time to focus on your business. She said she had just renewed her web domain for 2 years. And she was like, you know what? My traffic is down. I've got issues with my site. I'm not making any money on it, but I just paid for my domain for the next 2 years. So why in the world wouldn't I do this now? Like, it seems like the perfect time to address it, figure it out, lay the foundation to start making money again. So I just want you to understand, like, if you're brand new, you have no background, you've never done this before, you feel a little overwhelmed, it's okay. I'm going to come here. I'm going to help you. I'm going to answer your questions. You're going to learn how to do this faster and easier than if you try to figure it out yourself. The other thing that you have to be careful of is there are a lot of people out there who are offering advice, offering guidance, teaching SEO, who really don't know what they're doing. They really don't have the experience, the expertise. They're teaching things that you should not be doing because they've cheated the system and they've gotten some results. But the reality is those who cheat the system and get results will be penalized by Google and by AI search fairly quickly. I've seen it happen over the course of my career many times. If people are using cheater tactics, they will be part of the next algorithm update generally. They work really hard to maintain the the consistency in the search results, but also the integrity. They don't want poor results in there. So that's part of what I help you with, is making sure that you understand how to stay on Google and now ChatGPT and Perplexity, how to stay on their good side, how to be one of the websites that they want to show to people, because that's really what's important. The only way your business is going to continue to thrive in the online marketing world is if you master search engine optimization and now AI, SEO, or GEO, depending on what people call it. We can't, as an industry, yet really decide what it is. We don't like GEO, generative engine optimization, but that seems to be what some people are saying. The reality is, if you want to be visible online, you need to do this. And the best way to do this is to work with someone who can teach you. So if you want to work in a small group program, make sure you plan on signing up for Simple SEO content. I do have 2 freebie classes next week where we're going to talk all about kind of what's happening and how to do this and the potential for you. Get signed up for those. The link is in the description. It's also at the freebies tab on the website, etchedmarketing.com/freebies. Get signed up for those, and then plan on joining me in the October cohort. It's 6 months. We're going to work through, like I said, it's about 8 weeks where we'll go through and we'll actually lay the entire foundation for your website, making sure it's SEO friendly. You'll start writing your first blog post. I'll walk you through how to make sure it's Google friendly, how to make sure it's AI SEO friendly. And then I'm going to teach you how to batch your monthly content so that you can stay ahead of the curve and make sure that you are expanding your reach, because each new blog post that you create is one more chance to rank, one more chance to bring the visibility to your business, one more chance realistically to make money. So we want to make sure we're doing that. And then you're going to have an additional 12 weeks with me of accountability and support, just to help you to review what you're working on, to give you feedback, to guide you. I'll be honest, I'm going to coach you if you get stuck, because sometimes my students get stuck. Sometimes they get overwhelmed. Sometimes they're struggling trying to figure out how to write for this, how to write for Google and my ideal customer and AI. And so it can feel kind of overwhelming. So I coach them through that. I walk through that with them. No, I'm not a certified life coach, but I'm a marketing consultant. I'm a marketing coach. I've been doing this for 20 years. I can help you make it feel easier so that you're more likely to continue doing it. And when you implement, when you do what I teach you, you have a better chance of making your money back and making more money. So I really want to help you with this. If you are ready, make sure you get signed up. Next week's free training classes, I've got the link for that, etchedmarketing.com/freebies. Sign up for the free SEO class. Make sure you plan on joining me in Simple SEO content. Like I said, 6-month group cohort. We're really going to learn and dig into this and grow your business. Don't try to do this on your own. I know you've been trying for a while. I know you're probably afraid to invest money, but I want you to know that this investment can pay off so much faster. Let me show you how to do it. I'll save you a lot of time, and you'll be able to stay accountable and get the work done because you're only there working with me for a set amount of time. So it's going to make it easier for you to want to stay accountable. At least that's what my students tell me. It made a huge difference to them knowing they had access to me for X amount of weeks. And then they could also have me review what they were working on to make sure they were not wasting their time. They were doing the right things. If you don't want to work in a group program, because I know some people don't, I do offer one-on-one done with you training for SEO or other marketing through the Elite Marketing Coaching option. And that is one-on-one. You and I 100% focused on your business. You can learn about that at the website. I'll put that link in the description as well. It's just etchedmarketing.com and click on the coaching link and you can learn about that. Like I said, that is one-on-one. It is more expensive. It's one-on-one. It's done with you and me together, walking through it, getting your site optimized. Either way, now is the best time to invest in your business because It can save you time. It can save you from making mistakes. It can keep you from getting overwhelmed. And more than anything, it's going to help you implement. It's going to help you get the work done, because until you implement the work that you're learning, you're not going to see the results. And that is what I want for you more than anything, because the results can mean a lot of money in your pocket and success for your business. I have students that are earning $4,000, $5,000, and $12,000 a month more than they were this time last year because of the SEO work that they're doing. Like I talked about, I have one who's earned $13,500 in just one quarter, just leads from one quarter. That will grow exponentially. I have another who's earned $27,000 in the last 5 months. That's a little over $5,000 a month that she's earning from her organic traffic. And I have another one that has earned over $150,000 in the last year, actually in 14 months, so just over a year, from just her one-on-one coaching, not even her courses and programs. That's only looking at her one-on-one coaching line. That was very definitely tied to one particular keyword that she had not ever seen before, she'd not thought about, she'd not used. She found when she learned how to do keyword research the way that I teach, she found that keyword that has led to $150,000 in revenue. She has more than paid for her enrollment in the program many, many, many times over. That's what I want you to understand. Investing in your SEO pays off because you can save time, you can avoid the mistakes, and you can have a better chance at making the right moves and getting the right people to your website and helping your business grow and making more money. My goal is to help you make more money. So join me in Simple SEO content, get signed up for next week's free classes, plan on joining me. It is the right time to invest. Even if your business is not doing much yet, let's do this, lay the foundation, and next year can be different. All right, I hope to see you in class. Sign up for the free trainings next week, and then get ready to join me in the 6-month cohort of Simple SEO content. That's it for today. I'll see you soon. Bye for now. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you took away something very actionable that you can start to use in your business right away. If you want any of the freebies that were mentioned, or you want any of my resources or free trainings, you can find those at etchedmarketing.com/freebies. If you would like to work together, I would love to work with you. Send me a note, reply to an email, DM me on Instagram. You know how to find me. I would love to help you grow your business as well. And if you have found this podcast helpful, would you do me the biggest favor and follow it or subscribe on your podcast app of choice, and then give it a rating and review? That really does help. It's just a little something you can do that helps me out in return. I appreciate it so much. I'll see you back here next week.